Hello, and welcome to Visiting the American Story. And there it is, the Mormon Rocks. We will be heading north on Interstate 15 from the San Bernardino area in California, and we will be heading to the Cajon Pass. Our first stop will be the Santa Fe and Salt Lake Trail Monument, then we'll head to the Mormon Rocks Interpretive Trail, then we'll see a pioneer historical marker, then we'll stop and hike to the Mormon Rocks. In 1848, Amasa L. Lyman and Charles C. Rich, two Mormons while serving in the military, traveled through the Cajon Pass on their way to San Bernardino. While there, they thought it would be a pretty nice place to live someday. So in 1851, they left Utah and returned with their families and 500 pioneers back through the Cajon Pass and settled in the San Bernardino area. I'm here at the Camp Kahone marker, and as you can see, it is right next to the freeway, and the wind is blowing pretty good, but there it is right here. This marker was placed here in 1917. It marks the intersection of two trails, the Mormon Trail that went from Salt Lake City to San Bernardino from 1847 to 1855. The other trail is the Santa Fe Trail. In 1821, it went from Missouri to California. This part of that trail was called the Old Spanish Trail, and in 1926, this route turned into Route 66. And I'm going to walk down here a little bit, kind of see where it goes. This is the original Route 66 road, and as you can see, it's right next to the freeway. And look back here a little bit. Here's a hiker next to the Camp Kahone marker. That's all very interesting, and it could continue going down this road, but as you can see, it goes around a corner here. Goes around a corner, and there's a gate. What's also here is a Pacific Crest Trail sign. So this is part of the Pacific Crest Trail, where it goes quite a ways. I think most of the country a trail goes across country. And here is an entry point for the trail. And this one says Lake Silverwood, which is 13 miles away, and Highway 173, which is 29 miles away. So you can walk 29 miles just on this part of the trail here. And then I'm going to walk up and over this and see where this road goes. As you can see, there's just not much of a road here anymore, but at one time this was the main road, just like that freeway is right next to it. But here it is in no kind of shape to drive on, and I suppose even an off-road vehicle would have a hard time getting through this. As you can see, here's the road goes down into a bit of a stream now, a bit of a area where the stream water runs through and goes under a bridge, which just goes under the freeway. There's a guy down there hiking, I guess, on his phone. He's got a backpack under the bridge, so interesting. Here's some of the road, all just kind of been out of shape, no longer. And then you can see up here where some of the stream goes. So pretty interesting. These trucks are stopped here because there's a way station, so that's what they're doing. So I'm going to go back up here and go to the next area, go to the next stop. Behind me are some rocks with a trail that goes up where you can actually explore where some of the Mormon pioneers did go, and they explored themselves. This area has a 1-mile hiking trail loop. It starts up the trail up the rocks, comes back around behind the Forest Service fire crew. Well, I'm on the main road again, and behind me is the marker that talks about the 500 pioneers. This marker was erected in 2017 when the highway was being widened. However, the original marker was erected in 1937 and was in bad shape. It was moved to Wagon Train Ranch, a few miles up the road near where the trail can still be seen crossing the ridge. Well, here I am at the Mormon Rocks, and it's just a beautiful place. There's not too many people here right now. It's kind of the middle of the week, and it is right next to the main road, right there. So a little noisy, but nevertheless, it's still here, and yeah, it's here all right. Just an amazing view. And behind me you can see that there is a trail. The trail will lead right up to these rock formations. Just an incredible, beautiful place. Well, as I'm walking up this trail, it does split in a couple directions, and looks like it goes, well, there's the main trail, looks like, goes straight up, and I can actually see a car down there, so I guess it's good, you can drive a car down there. It's a big path, there's no mistake about it, and so you can't really get lost. And you got the rocks on one side, and the other side of you is the road, so it's a very easy little trail right here. That's a beautiful area. Now I saw that the car went through here, and looking at this trail, I wouldn't take a car through here. The car's bottoming out on the road. Now, off-road vehicle would probably do just fine, but I'd stay away from a regular car coming through here. So it looks like the road splits again, but this time it's a little more obvious that looks like either path will take you where you want to go, which is to the rocks. So I'm going to take the short one. It looks like it's the closest. This wash is very soft dirt here, very soft. Now I can tell that there's off-road vehicles come through here often, You can really tell because there's tire tracks here, and on down the ways down there, there's an off-road area where people will take their off-road vehicles. So this is a common place to come through here with an off-road vehicle. Well, here I are. It's a pretty amazing place. These holes also makes this area known as the Chanting Rocks. As wind blows across the holes, you may hear some sounds like singing or chanting. Looking up, it's just all high and way up there, and I suppose one can climb it if they wanted to, although it looks pretty slippery. I wouldn't really try it. But I'm standing in the same place as the Mormon pioneers stood and lived and gathered and did what they did here as a group, just doing what they did. They brought their own town basically along with them, and this was a place where they stayed. So I could be standing on the very ground where the Mormon pioneers stayed, on the very same ground. Does that make sense? Yeah. Same place right here. Pretty neat. Well, there you have it. Thanks for watching. I had a good time. Hope you had a good time. We'll see you next time on Visiting the American Story.